Hello, how's it going, everybody? Today's video is gonna be about Glamour from Micallef. I purchased this bottle on the 19th and it already arrived today in California, like crazy, from France. This video was kind of gonna talk about my first impressions based on it and other perfumes that kind of reminded me of it right at first spray. So it comes in this box right here. It was inside, like, there wasn't any wrapping like there typically is in perfumes, other than like this slide in kind of a plastic. It is 2.63 fluid ounces, which is kind of weird. You know, I've never, well, I guess there are 2.7 ounce bottles, but it's just different, you know. So I mean, it looks big, but it's actually not that much if you look at the actual ounces. Inside here you see, like, there's like a little circle here, and that's where the actual fragrance is being held. Yeah, I think so. Let me see. Okay, it kind of keeps the shape then, so it's like a semicircle inside there. So it's just that the bottle's big. But yeah, it came in the mail today, and with it came this little pouch, and it had a free travel spray of the same fragrance, which was pretty cool. Much appreciated, especially for those who travel. And it came with 2 samples of my choice, and I chose Passion and Gourmet. I'll talk about those at the end, but let's talk about this fragrance itself. So to me, right away when I first sprayed it, it smelled very juicy and very familiar. And there's a lot of people that say it smells like Alien. I did do my research on it before I actually purchased it, because I was buying it blind, and a lot of people were saying it's very reminiscent of Alien. There's a similarity, but I'm not gonna say they're exactly the same. I'm not gonna say this one's better, the other one's better. They're different fragrances. You know what I mean? They're different. But there are similarities. The same way that like other fragrances have things that they have in common, it kind of reminds you of that. That's what I have with this one. So the official notes of Glamour are apple, peach, nutmeg, cinnamon, saffron, jasmine, plum, rose, cashmere wood, vanilla, musk, and sandalwood. So that is the officially listed notes for this fragrance. For those of you who know Alien, it only has like 3 notes, so it's like a big difference, right? I don't know if you saw that spray. So right off the bat, like when you first spray it, you get that juicy green apple. I get a green apple right away. Like, that's the first thing that I smell, like, upon spray. As it starts drying down, the florals start coming out. The sandalwood starts coming out. And then, I hate to say this, but I've been wearing this fragrance like throughout the entire day, and it kind of got lost in my nose. And I don't know if it's because my nose or my brain thinks it's so similar to other fragrances that it gets used to it fast. So I'm going to have to ask for someone's opinion later to see if they can smell it on me after the hours went by. Because I did spray it like literally all over. And I can barely pick it up, but it might be because I also resprayed it. So it might be that. But regardless, it's a beautiful fragrance. Once it starts drying down, it's the florals. It's still juicy, but it's not that tart green apple anymore. It starts kind of like blending together. And then, like I said, that sandalwood just kind of like creams it all together and brings it together. Very nice fragrance. Like, it's very well blended. I do think it's worth its price, just because, I mean, I did get it for 20% off. But at the same time, like, other fragrances for maybe a little bit more juice cost like over $300. You know what I mean? Like, this is, I'm not gonna say half the price, but somewhat around that range with the 20% off. And it's quite similar in ounces. So I think that's pretty good. It does have a resemblance to 2 other fragrances, and I'm just gonna briefly talk about them. I don't want to get too deep into them because I do feel like they deserve their own video. Right away when I sprayed it, it reminded me a little bit of Addictive Vibration and Rouge Malachite. And what I mean by that is like there's something that resembles it. It doesn't mean that they're dupes. It doesn't mean anything. And I've never had Alien in my collection, but I can see why there are similarities between the 3 of these, and then why people kind of link that to Alien. So Addictive Vibration has that juiciness, like it has a juicy quality to it, and there's no juicy notes listed officially. It has notes of like apple blossom, orange blossom. It says it had vanilla orchid and it had honey. So that those are the official notes of Addictive Vibration. But what I feel people might think of when they're thinking of this one, like comparing it to Alien or even Glamour, it's that juiciness from the apple blossom possibly with the apple. So here's Glamour and here's Addictive Vibration. To me, this one is much more complex than the notes actually list. I don't want to get too deep into it, but comparing this one and this one, it's that fruitiness that kind of brings it together. Because this one has a honey note, so it kind of takes it to a different dimension. But if we're going to talk about these 2, it definitely has that juiciness that's similar to it. The other fragrance was Rouge Malachite by Armani. This one I have sprayed in this hand. What I think people think of, and I don't know, but this is just based on me smelling these, is that these have florals in it, and it kind of reminds them of that floral note that's amplified in Alien. So I feel like when they say, oh, they're similar to Alien, it's just that it has that really prominent white floral note. Although that this one actually has predominant tuberose. So I actually disagree that this one smells like Alien because I've sprayed this all over my body. And like Stephanie Tamayo, she's also another, she has like a YouTube channel for ladies' perfumes. She smelled this on me and she's like, this does not smell like Alien. And I agree. It doesn't. It does have that ambery note that kind of like is reminiscent of it. And it has a white floral, but I would not consider this one to be similar to Alien. But between this one, Glamour, and Rouge Malachite together, it's that floral note and it's that amberiness that kind of like brings it together. This one doesn't have amber, technically. But all the spices brought together kind of make them reminiscent of each other. So yeah, they're similar. I feel like if you like any of these 3 fragrances, you might like the other, if that makes sense. But yeah, those were my initial thoughts. I wish this one would have lasted longer on my skin. It's really hard for me to pick it up right now, but it could be because I've been like spraying stronger stuff. Like I said, this one is strong. Well, this one is stronger by a long shot. And yeah, so regardless, really pretty fragrance. I really do think it's worth buying it if you do like the other 2. It is different. This one's more suited for year-round, I feel, versus the others are much more heavier, maybe for like fall and winter. But yeah, those are my thoughts on it. And let me know if you smelled this one before. Let me know your thoughts on this video. How can I make it better for you guys? And Merry Christmas. Have a good day. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.